Here at Savor the Burn, we are no stranger to experimental lines.
Nope.
We've had them from several others, and this time W2 here found one at the distillery, Long Branch, for Yellowstone. And this one here, what's the name on that bad boy? What are they calling this?
Y'all want a single?
Say fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Bam, bam. On this episode of Savor the Burn.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to this episode of Savor the Burn. My name is Jonathan. Across the barrels from me is Mr. W2. How do you do?
Doing pretty good.
Excellent. Before we get any further, it does not say anything about fuck that, fuck that. You know, it's not a corn reference as far as we know. It very well could be and probably should be.
I want to believe that it is.
I want to believe that it is too, you know, because who else says y'all want a single besides that corn song, you know? But
I have to believe it.
Yeah, you're kind of stuck with that, you know, that in your head. So, you know, if you're watching on YouTube, thank you. Be sure to click subscribe and hit that bell notification. And if you're listening to audio only podcast app of choice, thank you so much. Definitely like, subscribe, follow, share, all of the things. We're definitely happy to have you along. We love it when you help us spread the burn. W2, what is this?
So,
how did you get this? Where did this come from?
So this past April, I've made my final trip to Kentucky. Not my final trip to Kentucky. Clarify.
Okay.
My final trip in my passport completion trip. One of my final distilleries that I needed was Limestone Branch in Lebanon, Kentucky.
Yep.
And so I mapped everything out. I already had it all planned. It was my penultimate stop before I finally made it to, I believe I stayed in Danville, and I got up the next morning, went to Town Branch. But I stopped in here, back up a little bit. Right before here, I was at Log Still. And
sounds like a cool place.
Sitting at the bar, met a couple guys that were in town. They lived a couple hours away, but they were in town for a special event at Lux Row. They were front row members. That's what the membership
Lux Row's got some good stuff.
Yeah, and we are now members of the front row subscription. But they were in town for an event where they were going to get first access to the new Blood Oath and a couple of other things that had just come out. And anyway, had a great conversation. We had pours and all that. They were like, yeah, we got to go get ready for this thing. So, you know, good to meet you, blah, blah, blah. So I drive on down, about a 40-minute drive to the Limestone Branch from where I was at. And I walk through the door and I'm walking through the gift shop. And these two guys are standing there at the gift shop looking at the bottles. And so I come up to them and I'm like, what the hell? They just let anybody in here. And they're like, yeah, we kind of didn't make it to our hotel. So anyway, we talked some more. And one of the guys was a huge fan of their limited edition series, their 101 series, which, stay with us, there might be one of those later this week. But anyway, this guy, he's collected all of them. And I think they've been putting those out since 2014.
Oh wow!
He's got one from every year, and he's like 2019, hands down the absolute best, not just of the series, the best bourbon you will have anywhere. And so we're talking or whatever, and we ran across this, which I'm going to get to at some point.
We're getting there. Simmer down now.
But the lady from behind the counter, she comes over and, you know, he asked us a question about we were all kind of asking questions about that, and she's like, we have everything here for as tastings over at the bar, and I mean not their higher end stuff, but all their regular stuff. I don't know if they had their experimentals at the bar, but all their regular stuff were available for free pours. So we're like, sweet, cool. So we went over there. They also had the entire limited edition line. I don't think they had all the way back to 2014, but they had 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Well, all the way back to 18.
Yeah. And but the guy, he saw the 19 up there. He's like, is that the 19? And they actually had two different bottlings of it, two different style bottles of it. And anyway, all their limited edition pours were $50 a pour. And so he's like, I hear him say, I need 3 of those 2019s. And my brain, there was only 3 of us standing around, but I'm like,
they probably have a driver.
It didn't click. Maybe he needed 2 because it tastes that good.
Yeah.
But before I knew, I'm reading the boards and looking at all the stuff, and all of a sudden I see this glass kind of get pushed underneath my nose, and I'm like, "What is this?" He's like, "You got to try this." I'm like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "That's what it's for. Let's go."
That's what it's for.
It was incredible, absolutely incredible,
and that's the whiskey community for you.
Yeah. So back to this. So back in the gift shop. Down in the end, I noticed this entire collection of all these 375 bottles. And so I'm like looking at them. They were like $26. I think it was $25.99 for a 375. And I was like, you know what? For that price, I kind of don't care what it is. I'm here for it. This is why I'm out here hunting and getting the stamps and completing the trail and all this stuff.
Yeah. It could be Navigator, it could be Michter's 10-year. It could be anywhere in between. That's the spectrum for me.
That's a crevice.
A crevice.
A
chasm I am happy to fall into.
So yeah. I don't have a whole lot of information because it's experimental and
it's all right.
There's really nothing out on their website, but go ahead and pop that off and let's see what's under the foil. And then we'll get I do have a mash bill and all the things, so it's the same style cap, different kind of
maple
wood maybe.
Of some kind.
Yeah.
Pause for bottle pop. That's a nice little bottle
Natural
pop.
Cork.
Natural cork, yeah.
So the title of this is Y'all Want a Single.
Bam, 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 bam.
This is distilled by the Limestone branch, makers of Yellowstone. This was aged in 15-gallon barrels for 5 years. And that has to be, that's the color right there.
That's the color, that's why.
Smaller barrel, you have more surface area that the liquid comes in contact with. It's going to pick up a darker, richer color.
Ooh, you can smell that.
The mash bill on this is 75% white corn, 13% rye, 12% malted barley. Char number 3.
Char number 3 on the barrel. We don't normally hear about what kind of corn that they're using, but white corn,
and this
it's got to be different.
This is a single barrel Kentucky bourbon whiskey.
It's like popcorn. No, that's gone. I had a little bit of whiskey on the hands. Did this and smelled it. Again, it smells like popcorn.
This comes in at 95 proof. That's decent. I mean, that's just a hair over what I would consider maybe a standard.
Yeah.
If there is such a thing as a standard.
Standard. Well, I'd say a standard for me and probably you too. Standard's probably 90, 92.
That color is
proof.
Dark.
Yeah.
Tarnished bronze, maybe.
It's a delicious bronze.
Kind of a chestnut, maybe. A lot of oak.
Yeah. It smells kind of like they got into the tannins a bit.
Maybe some toffee.
Yeah, let me write some of this stuff down. You think mapley?
Maybe.
I'll write it down. Maple, toffee. I don't know why I pronounced it that way. It's toffee, not toffee.
English toffee.
Caramel. I'm not. Are you picking up any citrus? I'm not. I don't really think unless it's like grapefruit or something bitter.
I'm gonna just roll with the power of suggestion, and I think there's a buttered popcorn.
Really?
Just a little bit.
I don't think it's buttered. I think it's just dry ass fucking popcorn.
I'm getting a buttery.
You think it's buttery popcorn?
I'm getting a buttery note, and some Orville Redenbacher.
Man, he had the market cornered back in the day.
If
back in the 80s and 90s.
If you find yourself up with the TV on late at night and you run across the brands that have built America, there's a whole series on Orville Redenbacher.
A whole series on, yeah? All right.
He almost didn't make it, but then he went big.
That's what they say. Like if you've been doing something for a long time and you're entrepreneur, you're just waiting and waiting and waiting for your break, and something's got to happen at some point. It just never does.
Plum.
Keep going, because it's going to happen.
The fleshy part of plum.
Yeah, let's get that on the palate and see what happens.
Cheers.
Cheers. I mean, that's smooth. That's smooth as pool water on a summer day.
A little bit of leather.
Smooth caramel.
There's a lot of oak. Like straight oak tannins.
Man, the corn for me, it carries through. Twist. For whatever reason, Old Chamber didn't like my suggestion about doing twist. They don't listen to me. I don't know.
Good song.
Damn right it is, and it's less than a minute. It's like 56 seconds.
Right.
Like, indulge me, guys. Come on.
We can play it and no one will even notice.
Right.
What I do have here, notes of summer fruit with a crisp oak and hints of toasted oak on the nose. The palate brings toasted oak and malt fading to almond. That's it.
Almond?
I was getting some kind of a nut. The finish lingers with honey, butterscotch, and caramel. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah. We hadn't quite gotten into what we're thinking about on the finish yet.
There's a nice...
But it's lingering warm.
It's a lingering warm finish. And yeah, it's caramel and honey. Maybe a touch of that butterscotch.
I still think those oak tannins, they carry through.
It's nice and thick. Yeah, there's so much oak on that.
I would think, I mean...
Great labels.
$25 for a cool little bottle like this. Experimental, so it's ultra...
When it's done, it's done.
Yeah, when it's done, it's done. When it's gone, it's gone. They're not going to do it again. Unless they get a great response from it, and then they'll try to reverse engineer it in a larger batch and that kind of thing. But I love how distilleries are doing all these little experimental lines of different things. Just throw it, like you have an idea, let's do it, let's try it, let's throw it at the wall and see if it sticks. This one here, I mean, this is almost like a twice or thrice barreled, oak bourbon.
Yeah.
Like of the same oak, not like, it's oaked in white American, then French, and then, lastly, finished in like a Chardonnay cask or something. No, this is like everything in that one type of oak barrel, I think.
That 15-gallon barrel.
Yeah, in a 15-gallon barrel. And what did you said 5 years?
5 years, 15 gallons, char level 3.
I was pretty impressed with this. Do you have anything to say about the bottle presentation?
I don't have anything not to say about it. I mean, if that makes any sense. I mean,
I love when you get it. It's got the added feature of the little foil removable thing. I'm not mad at like the oak topper natural cork. I love this bottle style. So
to reference a comment I made back on our Angel's Envy bottle and bond,
kind of reminds me of a Weller type bottle, just less taper, not as bulbous here on the neck, but still, it's similar. I like it.
So to reference a comment I made back on our Angel's Envy bottle and bond, which that was a $3.75 bottle.
Yeah.
Angel's Envy's $3.75 bottle. They took their very iconic, unique $7.50 bottle and they just shrunk it down to $3.75. And I made a comment about a lot of distilleries, when they do a $3.75 release, they will use, not that there's less care put into it, but there's a less attention to detail, that kind of detail sometimes. And I'm not saying that this necessarily has less attention to details, but that is just a very common, typical $3.75 bottle. There's nothing unique about that. I mean, really, there's
about the bottle itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's not really anything unique about their hand-picked offering other than their embossments.
The embossments.
This doesn't have any embossments
It does
of
not.
any kind. So
even on the punt, there's nothing down.
So it is a generic $3.75 bottle.
I mean, you got your Taco Bell, ashtray kind of thing, and that's just the glass itself. But the
but I love all the
labeling.
The labeling is and
it's great.
It's very obvious that is hand written. The label is
right up here on the front.
They are hand filling those out. So 15 gallons times however many of these there are, someone is one right after the other.
Yeah. And I love the back. It gives you all the information you would want, or all the information you would need, I would think. I mean, you got a little bit of the distiller information. Limestone Branch Distilling brings you this handcrafted small barrel bourbon made with 100% American Heartland grains and aged in new charred American oak. It gives the notes that you found online.
The notes I found were not online. They were off the back
off the back of the bottle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, with it being their experimental series, there's nothing of any kind referencing this online.
So at the very least, go check out savortheburn.com. You see all the incredible detail, and I'm giving this one to the
tannins kind of soften out.
No, that would be a good thing, because this one here, it's got all of them. And we watch Bruzel, and he's always saying how he doesn't like oak tannins.
Yeah,
I get that.
Neither does Daniel.
Oh, really?
From Whiskey Vault. Yeah, he despises anything that's very tannin forward.
I don't despise it. I don't hate it. I'm not going to run out and buy the T-shirt, but I mean, I expect it to be there, and I'm not mad at it when it is.
It's something that it can very easily become off-putting because if there's too much of it, it overpowers everything else that is supposed to be there.
So the toffee and the caramel is more pronounced, but the toffee turned to like vanilla and creme brulee. And
do you agree though? Those tannins just kind of rounded off a little bit.
Yeah, and that's just the nose.
Yep.
That's wild. So I've got like a maybe 3/4 ounce pour left here, and 2 drops just woke this sumbitch right up. Well, in a different way. It was already awake for sure, but it snuck around and stuck its thumb inside it. Where is it? 95 proof. Yeah.
Yep.
You got your numbers? Did you write any numbers down?
I did.
You did?
I did.
What'd you give it on the nose?
I dialed it back just a little bit. I gave it 3.75.
You gave it 3.75. I was plentifully wowed when it came to this bottle.
Okay.
On the nose, so I gave it a 4.25.
I understand why.
I mean, you got maple, toffee, caramel, oak tannins, buttered popcorn, plum.
I mean, hell, for the price, it's $4.75 all day long.
Right.
I mean, seriously, let's be honest.
Yeah.
I've paid way more for a lot less on the nose.
Right. Yeah. I think we've all been there. If you're a whiskey enthusiast like us, you've definitely been there yourself.
Yeah. That underwhelming purchase that you were so excited. You counted the days till it was going to be available. You picked it up and you were stoked, and your chest was out, and you were proud, and you could not wait to get it home and in the glass.
And then you took the picture of the bottle, the way everybody takes a picture of it.
Right.
Post it in the groups. Why do they do that?
You know.
You're
sitting in your car, right there. If you notice, I hope you've noticed, because when I leave the store and I'm excited and I send you a picture, I put it on my center console and then do one of these lean outs to take the picture.
Yeah.
I don't want to send you a picture.
He doesn't hold it right next to his ding dong.
I don't want you to get a picture that looks like I'm pretending to hold my ding dong.
Good job. Is that a 375? Is that a 375? No.
No, it's a 1.5.
God. It's not that small. Then he takes his truck out and gets it lifted because, small balls. Overcompensating. Anyway, palate. Where are you at on palate?
On the palate. I gave it a 4.
A 4 even. All right. You, right off the top, you said leather. I thought smooth caramel right off the top. The oak tannins we both locked in on pretty quick. And then you found that licorice. The corn is got to be the corn that we tasted, or I tasted, has got to be that white corn that they use.
The white corn, I think, gives it something a little bit more unique.
Yeah. It's not like what wheat does, but it's similar, I think. And almond. Almond was
in the tasting notes.
Yeah, it was on the tasting notes on the bottle, and we
and I hadn't said it yet, but I was thinking about
some kind of nuttiness.
Something nutty is on the palate, and I read it. I'm like, almond. That's what it is. And I love almonds because almonds are soft. They have a nice, unique softness.
Yeah.
Soft nuttiness to it.
Yes. How about finish? Where are you at on the finish? We talked about a lingering warm, caramel, a little bit of butterscotch, honey, the oak tannin still carried through, even after you add a little bit of water.
Ended up coming up a little bit to 4 1/4.
4 1/4? I came down to 4.
We're flip-flopping today.
Yep.
That's all right.
Just on that one.
It's our palates.
That's right. Everybody's an individual. Bottle presentation is the next category, and we talked about it quite a bit.
Yep.
I liked it. I wasn't wowed by it, but I definitely did like it.
I think I gave it extra marks because of the, it's not printed. It is a handwritten label.
Oh yeah, down
giving
here on the bottom.
all the details and the title of it and all the things. So I gave it a solid 4.
Solid 4.
Yeah.
Okay, mine. I gave it a 375.
So somebody had to be on their game and on their penmanship that day when they were filling out labels.
And people that do that generally live for that kind of thing. There's a guy at Union Horse Distilling Company that lives for it, and he's just happy to write all that information on every single label. And so if you're wondering what we're talking about with these numbers in these different categories, how we rate our whiskeys on our reviews, we have 4 different categories. You got nose, palate, finish, bottle presentation, out of a 0 to 5 rating. And that rating is completely, just kind of arbitrary. It's what we individually give it, right? So you may not rate this the same way, and that's fine. But if you're wanting an idea as to what to expect on this, you can't find anything online, you headed over to savortheburn.com. You checked out the liquor cabinet, and by golly, there it is. That's the bottle. I don't know what to think about it, but they seem to. You can go through our notes, and then you can find out.
On a single.
Buy that, and so that's the whole idea of this thing. We're here to help you guys figure out what you want to get by telling you what we think about it. So
we'd give you smell-o-vision if we could, but
right, but we can't.
It's not available yet.
Lo siento, bros. So anyway, we take those 0 to 5s in those 4 categories, and we add those up to a possible 20, divide that number by 2, and that's how we end up with our 0 to 10 rating. And let me tell you, if it's a 0 for a bottle, like...
Somebody done fucked up.
Yeah, like you need to rethink it. Like we've talked to a lot of distillers at this point now.
Might be in the wrong business.
And the people that have started it from scratch, without fail, they have started their whiskey because they tried doing beer. And they're like, you know what, this isn't working. Like, I failed miserably, I think is what Alex from West Bottoms Whiskey Company said. And he said, but...
Yeah, he's like, my beer was awful.
Yeah, right. There are no survivors, no living... proof of those beers. But but I mean, you can follow that story on one of our recent newsletters. But if you're a Patreon member, you kind of have to sign up for Patreon. It's free. First tier, I guess. It's not even a tier. It's just you sign up for free.
Sure.
But if you do the paid tier on there, there's like 3, maybe 4 now. But there's first tier gets you access to the newsletter and different discounts and different things all across Savor the Burn. But so anyway, take our numbers, add them up, divide by 2. That's how we get our 0 to 10. And I came up with 8 3/4. I really did like this. I really did. I think this would be great. It's not exactly a breakfast whiskey, but there's those bitter kind of oak tannins on there.
But you'd still pour it on your pancakes.
No, I would not. I'd have it with
your pancakes.
on the side.
That's what I meant.
But the bitter oak tannins that are on here remind me of a black coffee. Black coffee. That's it kind of that's what it reminds me of. So that's why I think it'd be great with a sweet or savory breakfast. But if you're drinking whiskey for breakfast, chances are you're not drinking it for the taste of it. You're an alcoholic, and you need to seek therapy.
What are you saying?
I'm saying those people might need to seek therapy. But that's all I'm saying. But what I'm asking is, what did you give it on your final score?
Mine ended up being an even 8.
An 8 even. All right. These numbers are nothing to scoff at.
No.
Out of 10? 8? No. Out of 10? Come on.
For this being
it's got to be good. It's got to be great.
For this being an experimental bottle?
Yeah.
They did something right.
Yeah, and it was fun.
It is fun.
I think experimental lines are all about fun, about trying things.
Yeah. It's an opportunity for the distiller to say, you know what? There are no standards. There are no rules. I don't have to adhere to X palette that is our standard consistent line of products.
100%.
If this sucks, it's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not just so we do it and it sucks. Is it going to make it to public view? No. Chances are no. But if they at least like it, they'll put it in a bottle and see what John Q. Public has to say about it.
And if not, maybe they put it back in a barrel. Try again tomorrow.
Maybe they try finishing it.
Is that a thing? I don't know.
in a French oak cask or something, or in an old wine barrel or something. Who knows? The possibilities are endless when it comes to these spirits. But these are this was pretty damn tasty.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself out in Limestone Branch Distillery out there in Kentucky, Lebanon, however you want to pronounce it, Kentucky, and you want to stop by, you want to try any of their experimental collections, hopefully they still have some of this Y'all Want a Single, and hopefully you guys will buy that, and then hopefully you will let us know what you think by sending us an email at info.w2 or jonathan@savorytheburn.com. We would definitely love to hear what you have to say about it.
Don't forget your Junko jeans when you go to the distillery to pick this up.
Yeah, if you're wearing your Jinkos, they might just give you a discount.
You a bottle.
They might just give you a whole ass bottle. Maybe 2, because I remember
you can probably fit 15 of those in one back pocket.
Yeah, those pockets. Woo! You can fit a kiddie pool in there. What? Anyway, so no matter what it is that you're drinking, no matter where it is that you're drinking or who you're drinking it with, never forget, keep on burning.